Welcome back.
Welcome back, yes. Welcome to the new, or the close, we'll have the student talk about internship and career opportunities. And before we get right into that, we have another poll for you. Maybe you already have an idea of what you want to do after you finish your studies. So fill in the poll, and in the meantime, we're gonna talk a bit maybe already about our ideas of what we planned. Because I already can speak for myself that I don't have anything really figured out. I just have an idea. So maybe marketing internship, even though I study tourism, there's still parts in tourism management that are also about marketing. So maybe a marketing internship at an airline, at Lufthansa, for example. So that's what currently is in my mind. And I don't know how about you, but I feel like that the uni actually does quite a lot to improve your skills, to be able to get an internship, to get a job. We currently have job application training, so how do I promote myself basically on LinkedIn? How do I write a good CV, motivation letter, all those things. So I think that the school actually does quite some things in the study programs to support you there. Do you already know? Do you have plans?
Do I have plans? I have dreams. I have many ideas. I'm not sure about it specifically, but that's okay.
You're fine.
I'm fine. No, I do agree with you that we have a lot of additional help or guidance within our studies that help us find our way. For example, I was part of our student council and led the design department, and that gave me a good idea of what it's like to work in a more professional environment and to take responsibility, and then also working as on a side job. I do social media marketing, and that's very much aligned with my study program, creative business. So it's really great because I can actually implement what I learned in school in my professional side studies, and that really helps me to get more of a picture of what I want to do and where I want to go. And so I have many ideas, and I feel like my study program really helped me to define further what I'm good at and what I enjoy doing. So let's have a look at the poll. I actually think it's quite balanced if this is the result.
Yes.
So
quite balanced, but still a lot of people that already kind of have an idea of what they want to do, which is
good for you.
Good for them, exactly.
Yeah.
So
and if you don't know it yet, just come here and you will learn, you will find out, because a lot of the innovational education concept here is about exploring and about just getting the hang of learning to work in a professional environment and working together with other people. And I think that's really great.
Definitely.
So do you want to head over and start the student talk? Let's welcome the guests here. We have 2 in the studio and 1 online, and they will tell you more about career prospects.
Yes. Hello, everyone. I'm here with Mohammed, Charlotte, and Leonard on Zoom. Maybe you guys can introduce yourselves a bit more in detail, what you're studying or what you're not studying anymore, but internship, what is going on?
Yeah, sure. I'm Mohammed, and I'm a fourth year international business student, and I'm currently doing my internship at the United Nations High Commissioner for Refugees, UNHCR, and I'll be traveling to Geneva headquarters next month.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Good.
And my name is Charlotte Knoll. I'm an alumni of hospitality management, and I currently work for the placement office at Hotel Management School.
Nice. Welcome. And on Zoom, Leonard.
Hi, I'm Leonard. I'm a student at ITIS, which is the International Teachers Education for Secondary Schools, and I'm currently on internship here in Düsseldorf, Germany.
Nice. Welcome kind of in Leeuwarden as well. There are already a few questions popping in, so maybe I'll just start with you, Mohammed. Do you think, or does the internship have to be in the Netherlands, or?
No, the internship could be anywhere in the world, so you can choose which country you want to go to.
Nice. So you chose to do it in the Netherlands, or you just couldn't do it due to COVID abroad, or?
Yeah, well, I couldn't do it because due to the pandemic and a lot of countries have restrictions, so we are not going to office anymore now, so I'm doing it remotely. But pretty soon we are going to start going to office, so that's why I'll be traveling in Geneva.
Nice. Sounds very good. A lot of questions. Yeah, I mean, maybe for you, Charlotte, I think as you are also kind of an example for that, do you know someone who graduated from NHL Stenden and now has a job?
Well, there are some of my colleagues who are alumni of hotel management school, so they work as a teacher or there are several
there
examples,
are people,
but
yes.
most of the people, they are going abroad or
Yeah.
work at the western part of the Netherlands around Amsterdam or Rotterdam, but there are definitely some examples, yes.
Yeah, very nice. So there are actually, you have high chances of,
Yeah.
of doing something after graduating
Yeah.
school. So you won't feel lost afterwards.
No.
But maybe as Leonard is online in Düsseldorf, do you think, or did NHL Stenden help you to find your perfect internship, or did you do it yourself, or did you get like a lot of support from school?
I definitely did a lot of the research myself. So the way it worked for me, and I think the way it works for most internships, is they give you a list of opportunities, of options. They're very, very broad and very diverse. I mean, my original plan was actually to go to Bangalore in India, but because of COVID, they had to cancel on that. So I'm here in Düsseldorf, which is, it's very close to home. It's raining outside right now, so I feel right at home here. But I had a lot of help from my teacher. At ITIS, we have a very special thing called a study coach, where it's a teacher that also helps you with your career prospects, and she made it really easy for me to get all my documents together and to make it happen.
Yeah, very nice. Sounds very good. Mohammed, do you have any tips on getting the internship of your dreams?
Well, so you need to plan things beforehand. So usually students start looking for internship 3 months before the internship starts, and the process for selection starts 4 months before the start of your internship, because the company needs some time to check the applications, to do the interviews. So what I would recommend is start looking for internship way sooner, like when you are in the second year, and check what skills they require, because sometimes they require certain types of skills that you don't have, or they want certain type of language levels that you need to acquire. So once you know what the company wants in the future, then you can start looking for skills or develop your skills and learn a new language. So I would say don't wait until your internship starts, but start looking way ahead and then plan your internship.
Yeah. No, I think that's very good advice, especially if I also feel a bit not attacked, but I feel that because I'm just end of second year, so I'm also should I start looking? Shouldn't I?
It's never too late.
Exactly. So I'm kind of right in this phase of should I start? Shouldn't I? But Charlotte, do you think it's difficult to find a job after graduating? So that kind of catches up on the previous questions.
At this moment, it's not that difficult to find a job. I think, as we all know, there's quite a shortage on the labor market, a lot of supply and less demand. So, the majority of the hotel school students will find a job right after they graduate. Yeah. So it's not that hard.
Yeah, I mean that's good to know that you're not necessarily lost afterwards. And Leonard, do you feel that the practical approach of NHL Stenden, so you having experienced how close to the industry the school works, did it help you, or does it still help you currently in your internship, or do you feel a bit more comfortable because you kind of did that already? How do you feel about that?
Yeah, totally. I think NHL Stenden has a very unique, it's called a design-based education style of teaching. I mean, for example, I know that in every single class that I've had at NHL Stenden, it's we have micro-teaching, which is teaching in front of your fellow students and your professor, and then you get feedback from them, and you have to practice, being up in front of a class. You get to practice answering questions that maybe you weren't ready for, and all of these skills, this sort of confidence in your ability to teach, helped me a lot, because this is my first time actually teaching in front of a proper class. And I really got to pull from that prior knowledge about how to present yourself as a teacher, which is very important.
Sounds very, very good. So I think that kind of answered another question I just got. Will I get prepared for the working life or learn something about finding a job and applying? So I think Leonard kind of answered that already, as it is, you get prepared very well by university. You have the practical approach. You have, as I already also kind of said, we currently also have this job application training. So there are a lot of opportunities for you to, just kind of get out of the school zone, but try to figure out, okay, what can I do to present myself? So I think that university, or especially NHL Stenden, really prepares you for working life. And I don't know, how long does the internship has to be exactly, Mohammed?
Well, there is certain requirements for certain programs. For us, it's 6 months. So, and for international business, you have to have minimum of 700 hours, but you can also work more than 700 hours required by your company. But I think it's different for hospitality management.
Yes, it is. For hotel school, it's 10 months.
Yeah.
And if students want to do their internship in the USA, due to visa regulations, it's even 12 months.
Oh, okay.
So a bit longer than for Mohammed. Yeah.
And how is it for your teacher's degree?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so at ITIS, we have an internship every single year, which is kind of a lot because from the first year, you have a few months of university study, and then you're right there in a classroom. Unfortunately, last year, which was my first year, because of COVID, we had an online internship, so it was a little bit less personal, but it was the best we could do at the time. But the way it works is we have 4 weeks in year 1. Year 2 is, I think, 8 to 10 weeks. Year 3 is also 8 to 10 weeks, and then year 4 we have, I believe, 10 to 12. It's year 4 is the most flexible. You can be there a lot longer. Just depends on what kind of placement you have.
Oh, nice. So you actually have a lot of even more practical approach in your studies.
I think that's one of the strongest parts of my program is how much they really encourage you to push yourself to be there.
Yeah, no, but I think that's a very good representation of NHL Stenden, because they really urge you for each program. They try to figure out what exactly, how much time you need to understand the subject and the matter. Well, a question for Charlotte. I heard you organize the industry fair. Could you tell more about this event?
Yes, well, we do organize the industry fair. It's one of the network events we organize twice a year. And it's the largest internship fair in the Netherlands for hotel school students, so that's quite cool. Yeah. We invite our industry partners to our campus in Leeuwarden. So that could be Marriott or Hilton, but also non-hotel related companies. And in that way, students have the opportunity to explore their internship and career opportunities and build an international network.
Yeah.
So
that's very good.
Yeah.
How often is it? Once a year, or
it's twice a year?
Oh,
and last edition we had in March, so 2 weeks ago. So it's quite fresh.
Nice.
And we had a fair space, and each company has a separate stand. People are able to walk around, have talks with company representatives. We offered workshops, speed dates. So it was great to organize it live on campus again. Yeah, for sure.
Sounds really, really good. Yeah. Just a general question. Do you get paid for your internship, Mohammed?
Well, yes, I do get paid, but it's also not required that you need to get paid for international business degree. So I have friends who worked in different companies without payment, and for others we also get paid. And also the payment is differ from companies to companies. Some companies pay a lot, and some companies pay less. But I think it's also different for hotel management, right? Yeah,
we want our students to be paid a minimum of 500 euros per month. We now have a portfolio of more than, I think, 1,000 active companies we work together with, and all those companies offer a minimum of 500 euros per month.
I think that's very good.
Yeah.
Very good. How is it for you? Do you also get paid?
No, you guys are so lucky. You're getting paid for this. I'm going to school from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. 5 days a week. I don't get paid at all. But I mean, you get paid with the experience. That's what makes it hard, right?
Exactly. You learn for life.
And for big companies, like if you work in a multinational companies like Unilever, they also pay you for transportation cost separate than your internship remuneration.
So So depending also on what you choose in the end. Yeah. Yeah, because I think for tourism you can choose if you want, if it's paid or not. It just depends on what your interest is. So I guess I'll see. I got the question for you. What is it like to have an internship at the UN? what do you work on? Like, what is your project?
Well, I'm a graphic
Project.
design intern at the New York Global Desk, and I'm working in the marketing and communication department at the Global Communication Service. It's a division of external relations. So we work on various projects. One of the big projects that is coming up is the World Refugee Day, which is in June, so like almost 3 months. And we are going to launch it globally in all the countries, and there will be a global campaign, digital campaign. So I help design all these posters, and we have lots of meetings with different teams from Copenhagen, from New York, Geneva, and other countries. And I also worked on a small project for Will Smith. And I get to work with celebrities as well, because we have lots of celebrities that works with us on refugees. And recently we partnered with FC Barcelona, the football club from Spain. So we we did the partnership for 4 years now. And so it's really exciting that you meet different people. And I also work with youths from all over the world, youth engagement, and go to different activities and events. And we have a event coming up in June as well in Spain, Bilbao, where I'll be presenting UNHCR as well. So it's really exciting to work there.
So you have a lot of responsibility, but also kind of your own freedom of organizing. That
exactly. But it's very bureaucratic, because everything needs to be checked.
Yeah. Which makes sense at a big organization like that. Another question for Charlotte. How important do you think is the internship for your future career?
I think it's really important, as you really lay the foundation for the rest of your future. So for hotel school, it's 10 months, and during those 10 months, you grow within the company, you develop yourself, get more responsibility, and that's why the majority of the students will be offered a job after those 10 months. But you create an international network, international leadership skills. So I think it's really important for your future career. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, sounds very, makes sense. Leonard, do you think that your internship brings you currently what you thought it would bring you? Like, is it what you expected, or is it kind of a bit different? I mean, obviously you had to change plans from India to Germany, but still.
I mean, I'm definitely getting what I hoped to get out of this, which was all about the being in the classroom and the experience that comes with that. But I mean, like I'm German, so the culture shock isn't really there, which is something maybe I'll have to wait, say for next year or the year after that. But you know, like I have 4 internships, right? So it's like it's not such a big deal if you have maybe not the best cultural experience, because you can always just do that next year. So I'm not worried about it.
So to clarify, that is your 3rd internship then?
This is my 2nd.
Your 2nd, so you still have 2 to go then.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, nice. And what did you do before this? Like also at a primary school or secondary school?
Secondary, yeah. Secondary. So ITIS is secondary, and then ITEPS is for primary.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
So before that you did also an internship at a secondary school, or how did the first internship look like? Because I feel like it's kind of scary if you just started studying and getting into this whole system, and then they're like, okay, you have to go like be an intern at a school now.
Right. So the first year, it was big COVID year, and we couldn't do anything. A few students had placements in the Netherlands, but there were just not enough positions for everybody. So what NHL Stenden did is they very quickly put together this thing with a school district in Wisconsin in the United States, who were happy to have us, and we just joined online, and we were able to observe. I actually was able to teach a lesson online, which was interesting, because the classroom is in person, right? So you're up on the board and you're giving a lesson to a bunch of students that are looking at you on a screen, kind of dystopian, but it worked, and it was fun. But I know that a lot of people were looking for that classroom experience, which was unfortunately not possible then. But I think at the same time, a lot of people were also happy that it was online, because like you say, it would have been definitely intimidating to be in a classroom in your first year of studies. So maybe it was nice for some people to have this like slow introduction to it. Yeah. I don't know. It just depends.
Yeah, so everybody kind of found something in there.
Exactly.
Yeah, very nice. I think that counts for you, Mohammed and Leonard, do you already have plans of what's going to happen after graduating? Are you going to stay at the UN or?
Well, yeah, I'm planning to go more into intergovernmental organizations. Although staying in UN, you need to pass an exam. You have to pass the UN exam, which is very long. And then once you pass, then you get the placement. So it's different than the other companies. But I'm interested in working with the refugees because I love humanitarian. And in my grant tour, I studied mindful leadership and inspirational coaching.
Yeah.
So I want to apply this knowledge to help refugees who are flying different countries, who are traumatized. So I want to help them. So I think I will continue working with the UN. And also recently I joined UNICEF as well as a volunteer. So I want to help these people. So I want to work for these governments organizations. And the best thing is it's an intergovernmental organization. So it's like above all the countries because it's like the UN. So it's super cool to work there as well.
Definitely.
Yeah, so I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, sounds very good. So I hope you pass the test then.
Yeah.
And for you, Leonard, do you already have an idea of what's going to be happening?
I have an idea. Like, I think, yeah, an idea. But the reason I chose international education over I don't know, traditional or national education was because you have this freedom to really teach anywhere where there's an international school, which is pretty much everywhere. I mean, it's hard to find a place where there isn't. But I don't know. I mean, I actually got a job offer to study here in Düsseldorf. I mean, to work here after I'm done studying. So maybe this is a place for me.
Yeah.
Like the people here are very nice. So I'm looking into it, but I always want to keep my doors open and see where I can go. I kind of like this because I don't have to stress about what I'm going to do because I can change my plans whenever I want, and it's really nice.
Yeah, that's very good. All the options are open. Yeah, maybe one last thing, like maybe can everybody give an advice? You would advise people to get internships or their dream jobs or the best out of the practical approach of NHL Stenden?
Well, I would say take on any challenge that comes your way. It's possible to do your internship in the Netherlands, but also abroad. And when you're young, you still have the time to explore all the opportunities. So get out of your comfort zone, I would say. And that's also where the magic happens, I would say, yeah.
Very good advice.
Yeah.
And I would say, like, use the time precisely. In NHL Stenden, for example, there are a lot of student associations. Go and work with them, volunteer with them, because this will add up to your experience that you can show in your resume when you apply for internship. So working as an events manager or in the events team, social media team, helps you improve your experience to learn how things work. And NHL Stenden also offers different courses in the Student Success Center. So take those courses as well. And go to different other websites like Coursera or Google, take some courses, free courses there that will help you build up your resume.
Yeah.
So that would be my advice.
Yeah. And last word.
I would say that start early. Like, there are a lot of options for internships, and it can be very overwhelming, and it can be very easy to choose something that maybe you will end up not liking as much as if you would have researched all the options you have and gone through the work. It's a lot of work to go through like 100 schools and to go through their websites and to choose the translate website to English. You have to do this all the time, but it's worth it. I mean, I think definitely this is an opportunity for you to do something incredible, and there's no point in settling for something less than the best.
Yeah. Very good advice. Very good advice. Thank you so much for joining me here.
You're
Thank you.
welcome.